welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back here on Elm Creek with Grober Games. So last episode, we started a massive amount of contracts for cotton harvesting around the neighborhood. So far, we haven't officially finished any, just because it's kind of awkward with the several different contracts we're doing for delivery-wise, so it's registering for other places. But we're slowly getting through it. I decided to pick up this cultivating contract last episode because I figure one more contract can't really hurt us. So Tuttle right now is still in the cotton harvester. I want to get at least one pass around this field. I might even do two today before we switch out and do a little cotton harvesting ourselves. But we got over here with the New Holland and such. We're gonna get this all plowed under, cultivated under. It's kind of unfortunate that we missed out on this contract, because it looks like they had quite a bit of cotton here as well. It would have taken us all day to help them harvest it, but you know, I think it would have set us up really good for our spinnery. So right now the plan is we're gonna finish out this month getting everything done. If we have time later on in the episode, I think we might clean some equipment up, put it away for before the winter comes, because next episode we'll be doing our little time jump ahead again. And right now we got, let's see. We also bought where's that menu? I'm still not used to this by now. I should be. So in the following months, we'll be selling our sheep when they reach $1,000 a head. So we'll have almost 24,000 coming from that, and then we'll probably have to wait a bit till the sheep get restocked. We got our oil mill bought last episode as well, so we're producing sunflower oil now finally. And I'm tentatively planning, depending on how much cotton we get at the end of this episode, I'll make a choice based on that. Cotton. I'll make a choice based on that, on whether or not if I'm still planning, like I said, to plant cotton everywhere next year. Because the big issue now, since we bought that oil mill, it's kind of maybe a little bit of a hindrance. I don't know how much money we're going to be quite making off sunflower oil yet. Oop. I'm always struggling to drive these tractors in game. This style tractor anyways. But anyways, like I was saying, the main goal right now is that I would like to get our spinnery completely filled up and then stockpiled enough to where we're good for a while. And the only way to, I think the smart financial way for us to do it, like I said, is to plant all our fields besides the one that we have winter barley in right now into cotton, and just rent a machine and harvest it all. And just have a bunch of cotton on hand for a while. But the issue now, since we bought that oil mill, we gotta try and keep that filled as well. And I'm not sure how fast it's gonna process everything, because this is my first-hand experience with it, so it'll be interesting. So I might even, when we come back in the springtime, we might not even be able to do what I want, and I might have to make an ultimate choice whether or not if it's more worthwhile to get more cotton so we can produce fabric faster to sell, or is it just going to be better off for us to stay on our normal crop rotation and to keep this oil mill going. Because the one crop I was also thinking about doing now was canola, but with the way we're rotating our fields and such, we're kind of in an awkward time frame, so to speak. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put it. Just because if we look at the months here, August and September are the only 2 months we can really plant canola. And sadly, the only stuff that's coming out of that period of time, so to speak, is our winter barley. And we've only been doing one field of winter barley. So it's just a really tricky situation we're in. I suppose the other thing is, though, we could probably plant sorghum next year. And then put... That might be an option as well. I didn't think about that. The only issue is we'd be cutting in on our steady income that we get off sorghum when we sell it every year. But let's look at the markets here quick for canola oil, because maybe it might be more worthwhile for us to go that route. But we can get a little over... Well, right now canola oil's at its peak for us, so it's a little over $2,000, or close enough to 2. So maybe that's what we'll plan on next year if we don't do the cotton idea. Maybe we'll just plan on doing sorghum, and then we'll have to work on getting the rotation going for that, because I honestly feel like we haven't done canola yet on this series, and I've always felt like canola's always been like lacking in the grain market price, so to speak. Yeah, so actually, we would more than double our profit, so to speak. Well, no. We would still make more of a profit. I'm going to turn the lights on. It's starting to get pretty dark already. We would make a lot more profit producing canola oil from the canola seed than we would selling it outright as the raw product, so to speak. So maybe that's what we'll have to plan for if we decide not to go with the whole cotton ordeal next year. And that actually doesn't sound like a really bad idea to me. But we'll see what happens at this episode. We'll know more here when we get towards the end of this episode. So we're gonna jump into the time lapse here finally, and I'm gonna stew on this during the meantime. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
I promised I would wait for you, but I'm getting so impatient. Tell me that you're ready now. This room is big enough for 2, and I wanna do that something that will blow your mind. Do you know the things you do to me? Touch me and I'll make you understand. Yeah. Do you know the things you make me feel? I can show you if you take my hand. I just wanna dance with you. Let me take you under where nobody can see. I just wanna dance with you. Harder than a summer, so put your hands on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Before you, I was paralyzed, all broken down from heartbreaks. Then you came and set me free. You've taken me to paradise, where nothing is a mistake, where we move so flawlessly. Do you know the things you do to me? Touch me and I'll make you understand. Yeah. Do you know the things you make me feel? I can show you if you take my hand. I just wanna dance with you. Let me take you under where nobody can see. I just wanna dance with you. Harder than a summer, so put your hands on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me, on me, on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me. I just wanna dance with you.
All right, everyone. I think this is about the point we're getting to wrapping up the episode. We had quite a busy day today. Well, we had a really busy month just because it's been split up into 2 episodes. But I felt like it was overall good progress. The only thing almost forgot to drop the cultivator there. The only thing I'm a little disappointed by is that we didn't get not as much cotton as I was hoping. I think we were at like, we were just a little under 3,200 liters, which is not a lot. So we're still in the same predicament. I'm just having a really hard time deciding whether or not I want to commit to doing all cotton next year to trying to boost boost our production, so to speak. It's one of those it's just a tough situation we're in right now, and because I feel like if we what's the word I'm looking for? If we decide to like do that, if we decide to plant all cotton next year, how's that gonna affect our sunflower oil side of things? Because we just literally bought that. Oh, look at that. I'm easily distracted right now, sorry. So we just literally bought that oil mill. And I would hate for us to let something go, so to speak, between our 2 businesses. Because it's not going to help us if we sit here, plant all cotton just to refill the spinnery, and get that all taken care of, so to speak. And then we let our oil mill fall behind, and then we're just kind of in the same situation again. Granted, I feel like if we did cotton on every field, we would have at least enough cotton for at least a good year, maybe 2 years in this game. But I don't know, it's just a hard decision right now, and I'm going to have to sit here and think on it. Because I think we were at like 4,200 liters of sunflowers, and we've already burned through 2,000 liters making oil. So we could almost barely keep that running, I'm guessing, as is right now. And I know we're going to run out of cotton before we probably come back for the next year. It's just I'm going to have to sit here and really think on this for a while, and it's just not a good situation for us. But otherwise, I think this is where we're going to finally wrap it up. I got quite a bit of thinking to do over this winter. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date to the latest series. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.